Welcome to my channel. This is the 92nd week in my life. Today is Monday, 7:30 a.m. It is the 13th of April. Amazing things are going to happen this week. Now, if you check week 90, the title is Cause and Effect Viral TikTok Plan. So I have a viral TikTok plan. And I spoke about basically this TikTok plan and hits two birds with one stone. So whether it goes viral or not, it helps the other thing. So it's a win-win. I'm gonna show my character because my TikTok is a character. So let me show it. So this is the character, okay? Amazing things are gonna happen this week. Last week I sent out a email regarding one of my sites to rent out a digital property. The price was a bit steep in their opinion, so I adjusted it. I sent them a message. I might send a follow-up this week. Today I was up since 5, got a good workout in, had a shower. Now I'm about to track some positions. I've got 2 positions to track from last week. And yeah, amazing things gonna happen. Also, last week, the title for week 91 is Women Decision. So that's me going outside speaking to women. I've been doing that every day. I'll do that again today. I've made a whole framework, a whole system on how I can succeed in that realm. So that's been good. I've been learning a lot. I think a lot of males don't want to, really sit down and look at their women's scenario or even think about how they can improve with women because it's quite an ego-driven, emotional topic. Now, I have a big ego myself, but I understand that I'm happy to crush my ego to improve myself, basically. So, yeah. I've been going out on this women stuff. I haven't spoken to many, but I've learned and I've made adjustments from being outside, looking for them or seeing them. Anyways, let's go. 14:33. And I am adjusting my dashboard. It's crazy how when you elevate, when you stay at something for so long and you learn so much. I used to track my metrics based on the net result, as in money. But then I switched to the R, so the reward, the multiple, and that's changed the game. Tuesday, 7:53 a.m. Just about to go through some affirmations and my visualization processes, and yeah, we'll get on with the day. I was just earlier thinking, I got up at 6 today, later than usual. Got up at 6 and I was thinking, damn man, I'm actually stepping into success or wealth or richness or just money, It's been a long journey, but we are actually stepping into big finance. Just from the machines I've built, it's a case of I need capital and I have a plan for that. I need some capital and time, but it's not a linear path. It's not like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 1, 2, 4, 7, 12, 26. So it's going to profound. There's going to be a proliferation in my net worth. Right now, my net worth is 0. That feels off saying that, but I've built all the internal and all the machines that can do great things. So yeah, I was just thinking that earlier, which is great. You're going to see me. I'm going to be traveling. I'm going to be living. I locked myself away for years to live, and now it's getting to that time where I'm actually going to be able to live. And what's even better is the way I've designed it all is I can live but still manage everything. I've designed it like that on purpose, where I can manage all of it from wherever I am. Even the plans I have for in real life businesses, which I won't really talk about right now, but they've even been designed in a way that's super, you can go anywhere, I'm the modern businessman. That's me. Oh, man, I'm gonna be moving out soon. This is big. I kind of know where I'm gonna go in terms of the area. The next phase for me is about social calibration, women as well, meeting people and meeting investors, mainly meeting investors. Damn, man, it's gonna be big. Wow, all the work, everything I've been doing for the last 5 years. Maybe I should start speaking a bit more about what I've built. This website stuff, I've built an impressive little thing for this SEO stuff. Is very impressive. So let me tell you something right now. I've done it all in these videos since I returned back on week 77. So first of all, learning how to code on a basic level was fantastic. I'm familiar with HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. Now I can recognize things. Like, there's been so many times where like I'm doing something, but if I didn't know like about files or brackets, I would have just been completely lost. So what I've built is impressive. So right now I'm building and almost finished the conveyor belt. This conveyor belt will allow me to build a full website in 2 minutes based on a website I manually built that is ranking very well on Google. It's a big website. It crushes topical authority. It's going to rank at the very top of Google. So I'm building a conveyor belt around what I built manually. However, every single website will look completely different because of the way I've built it. So none of the content will be the same. The colors won't be the same, but it's based off of the same framework. And then I also have a software. Once the site has been made and pushed live onto Google, I have a software that maintains each website that I made as well. Now the software tells me when I last uploaded content. It tells me how many blogs I've got, what blogs I've got. It tells me also who's renting it from me, if it's monetized or not, how much money it's made. It tells me for every website, it has the HTML and the CSS template for that site, so I can actually get the code up. It allows me to add content to any page using a prompt. So basically, let's say I have 50 websites. Let's say website number 42. I can add content to number 42, and whatever I add will match the whole existing website 42. I can do the same thing with website, let's say 47. So what I've built is a whole system around this, portfolio. And also, when you talk about, if I want to raise money for this, let's say I raise money for this business, it's going to be super, not easy, but much easier because I have full infrastructure. Do you know how much game I'm giving this camera? Whoever's watching this, there's so much knowledge I'm putting onto these videos. And I've been doing this for over a year now, putting knowledge out. Me raising money for this business model is going to be easy. Not easy, but easy because I have a full infrastructure. Let's go. On video week 90, I spoke about the viral TikTok plan. Well, I'm going to put in my TikTok clip. I also showed me unboxing the mask in week 90 or week 91, one of them. Week 90, I spoke about the TikTok plan. Week 91, I think I unboxed part of the plan, the character. So now I'm going to put in the TikTok I just put out yesterday. I'm going to put it up right after this clip, so you'll see it right now. Tuesday 10:40, got a drink. Now going back to do some I'm gonna put an hour in on some of the tech stuff. So some of the conveyor belt, I'm gonna finish off the PIR page. Then I'm going to push a blog to two of my sites. I need to put some content on two of my sites. Need to freshen them up. And then it'll be about 12 o'clock. Or a bit sooner. Actually, it'll be sooner. I think I got 3 sites to push content to. And after that, I'll see what the time is. Tuesday, 15:42, now I'm about to do a workout. I'm gonna train abs. Let's go. This workout will be about 35 minutes for abs. Workout done, let's go. We're gonna now wash off. Let's do an ab check. About to wash off and hit the road. Go on a walk, let's go. You know what we're doing when we're on our walk. We are doing this women stuff. You know, speaking to them. Look at this, you see? Savage room. Weights. Bell. Roller. Push-up board. Book. Let's go. 18:16, I'm on a walk. I didn't come on a walk for women. I'm reframing my mind there wherever I go. However, I'm going to walk through this high street. If there is any there, I'm going to speak to them because, I'll be honest, I've been flaking on certain opportunities. You know, what I'm doing is, this is actually the gap between, 99% of guys who don't speak to ladies. So, this, difficulty I'm experiencing, that's the separator. So if there is any females on this high street, but go speak to them. But also it's super bold what I'm doing. Like, my framework basically means is it doesn't really matter where they are. Like, even if they're at the till working, that's still even if they're in the car about to drive off, obviously it needs to be safe, but there's no kind of block to, it's not that you can see a girl and be like, right, don't approach her because of this, unless obviously she's very busy or something like that. I mean, even if she's with her family. So yeah, maybe I need to make some tweaks to kind of humanize it a bit in terms of have my own barriers, because this is pretty much just limitless. Like, anything is obviously, yes, their age and I want them to look my type, but besides that, it's kind of, Thursday, 7:22 a.m. I didn't record yesterday. No real reason, I just didn't record. Yesterday, we got things done. I wasn't so happy with how I performed. I could have got more done. Yesterday made me kind of realize I need to change how I'm living my days, because I'm kind of feeling bored. And not just bored, like, what's the word? Just a bit mundane. That's the word. My days were feeling a bit mundane. So I gathered, if I want my day to feel different, I need to change the inputs, and then the output will change. The output was mundane, but if I change the input, aka what I'm doing throughout the day, the outcome of mundane will change. So already I got up and I've done things completely different. When I first woke up, I didn't work out. I got up, I did some writing, so I'm just writing out my goals, scripting, writing as if, and then I took a shower, washed my hair. Now I've come out, now I'm gonna watch a podcast. So that's completely different from what I'd usually do. And it's not just about the dawning, it's about throughout the day. So throughout the day, I'm gonna learn some things. I'm gonna learn some facts and some coding stuff whilst I'm still gonna get done some of my other things. I'm gonna push some content out for some of my assets. So the day-to-day is gonna run differently, which will mean I'll get a different output. It won't be mundane, it'll be something else. I don't know what, but it'll be something else. I'm thinking that it will be something like proud. Well, not proud, fulfilled. 13:15 Thursday. I spoke about how I'm going to be changing my inputs for the day, so my outcome is different. My day's gone completely different today because I changed what I was doing. I've been doing some different things and it's going good. Anyway, I went onto Instagram quickly to check something out. And all of these young rich guys, they all like stunt their cars and it's cool. I'm not saying I disagree. That's cool, great. However, they all do that. They all post their cars and whatever. So I don't want to do that anymore. Fuck me posting my cars. I used to always think, yeah, I'm going to post my car. I'm going to post this, that. Forget all of that. I don't want to be nothing like these other young rich guys. Definitely not, man. A lot of these young dudes, they're not grandiose to me. We come from completely different worlds, me and most of these people. So, like, these just super, like, I don't want to be rude. I'm holding nothing against them, but they are just not grandiose to me. Most of them. They're like super just average nerdy people who, to be honest, in school I could have bullied them if I wanted to. Not all of them, but most of these young rich guys. So they are my thoughts. 14:31, I'm just updating one of my assets. Today I've kind of split my focus across different things. I haven't just focused on one thing, meaning nothing's lagging behind. I spoke about this in the last video. You know, when you're multi-industry or managing multiple pies at once, you need to be able to split your focus, or what's going to happen is one of your things is going to be way ahead and all the other things are lagging behind. So I've just done something really good that I've known I've needed to do, but I've kind of been delaying it. But I've done it now while I'm in the process, but it's coming along cleanly. I've just added a silo navigation to one of my sites, which is good because this lets me build topical authority on one of the assets. And my software helps me do that as well. You know, just acting with speed is just incredible. There's so many things I just did quick. I didn't really think too. Obviously, I've thought about it, but I didn't delay it. I went bang. Strike fast. Strike first. Even this conveyor belt stuff I've been building for maybe a couple months now. It's nearly finished. Like, this conveyor belt and the software I've made, them two things together that is gonna make me... Listen, my life, my systems and infrastructure in 2 months is gonna look crazy. Even right now it's starting to compound and I'm seeing like, damn, well done, Aaron. But in 2 months, it's gonna be even crazier. Like in 2 months, I don't know how many sites I could have live. In 2 months, I could easily have altogether 34 sites live. Now that's scale. Michael Gerber. Thursday, 9 p.m. Today was a good day. I changed up what I did. I've put in time across different things instead of just laser focusing. So I've been focused on a few of the things I'm building. So different sites, the conveyor belt. So I was learning I'm trying to improve my JavaScript skills as well. And I'm also learning some other tech thing, which I'm learning, but I've learned some stuff today. I'm going to learn some more tomorrow. I wouldn't say what it is, but it's making me... I just like the fact since I'm in tech, I want to understand and be a bit more fluent in it. even if I've got, you know, developers and coders on my team, I still want to kind of understand the clicking parts. I want to be able to say to him like, yo, let's do this because of this. But today was a good day. We changed the inputs and our outcome was good, because right now I am not feeling how I felt last night, which was kind of just like tired, not depressed, but a bit tired, a bit frustrated. I do feel fulfilled today. Tomorrow I'm going to do a workout. I didn't work out today, but tomorrow I will work out. 5:17 a.m. I'm just doing a workout. I got up at 4:30. I got some of my site done. I'm creating some new things on my site. I'm using my new push-up board that I got. I'll show you after. I'm just putting a video on. Shout out to Myron Gaines. Just finding one of his... Shout out Myron Gaines. I'm going to put this video on, then I'm going to complete the rest of my workout. We're going to crush today. We're going to get a lot done. I've got some incredible new ideas for my software as well, which is going to just truly make me dangerous. The conveyor belt is going to push the sites, but the software maintains them, and it can, the way it puts out content is incredible. All right. Okay, cool. Oh, let's go. I've got on my video, a Myron video, Myron Gaines. I believe in Myron Gaines. He's the real deal. Whoever I watch, I always use discernment with things they say, but Myron, I pretty much believe and agree on everything he says.
To tell women to go back to the kitchen like yourself.
All right, let's go. 7:22 a.m. I've got some tech stuff to do. I'm going to get on with that. Then I'm going to check the markets at 8 a.m. Let's go. In fact, at 7:50 a.m. because I have a process before I trade. Visualizations, some affirmations, and some other things. Let's go. It's just amazing. I remember years ago, one of my mentors, shout out Will's FX. Shout out to him, William Aldridge, I think is his surname. He said, you know, becoming profitable is gradual. This has been a very gradual process for me. I've been, like last year, I thought I had fully cracked it because I got the strategy, but then I had to go through a whole year of learning the strategy, experiencing, experimenting. That all led me to what I'm doing now. Like, it's just consistent. There were so many tweaks I had to make from the way I trade that led me to where I am today in terms of my skill, technically and psychologically. You need both, man. It's not just one of them. So, also the power of living in the end. That's why I'm naming one of my sons Neville. The power of it. I know who I am. I am. I just understand how my system works so cleanly. Even earlier this week, remember the broker emailed me goodness, a broker emailed me. Damn. This is day 60. Day fucking 60. 40 days ago, I was literally I raised money, didn't I? I was still going through the losses, which were tweaks 40 days ago. Maybe 50 days ago, actually. About 48 days ago, to be specific. I was going through tweaks. And now everything's it just feels like everything is collapsed. 19, just working on the site. Look at what I've built. Look at this. Hold on. And look, you see? Navigation. It's all my work right here. All of it. This is my work. Currently working on this page. Look at this. I'm about to add an image right here of the controls that I took. The image I add right here is the pictures I took on video week 77 when I went to go view a yard. It's literally in these videos. So the pictures I'm about to add right now is from video week 77 or 78 when I went to go and view the batching plant in real life, the concrete yard where they make the concrete, mix it, etc. So I'm about to use them pictures that I took myself from that time. That was week 77 or 78. But this week is 92. Right, now I'm going to show you me inserting the image. Damn, if I didn't know basic code, I would not be able to do this. Luckily I do. See, I knew it was a good decision to learn it. Because when I was still just focused on trading, I knew that this stuff I'm doing now is my next thing to do. Like next business to subjugate. So I thought, you know what? It would be smart for me to learn code since my next industry is all about code and tech. So I did. And now look! Make decisions with intention. Having an end goal is very good because then you can make all the decisions aligned with that. Anyway, look, watch me. So this is what I literally took in real life. I took this picture. I remember being in there. Shout out to the people I was with. I won't say their names. But shout out to them. There was 3 of them in the office where I took this picture. He was teaching me a bit about this. I'm not going to lie and say I understand this whole thing because I don't. But I'm about to put this image right in here. So let me just do it whilst on camera. But right, watch me. You're gonna see this change, okay? Reliable. Watch. Reliable. I'm just looking for the line. Oh, here it is. You ready? Count to 10. You ready? It's gonna go right there. Watch. Boom, you see that? Now look. Whoo! So this is what it actually looks like. This is the page I've just built. The real trailblazer. That's me, the real Alpha M.